Ladies and gentlemen, all the hype, all the ladies, winner gets laid. It's an amazing tournament bracket upon us. The Majora's Mask Randomizer Standard Tournament Season 3 Winners Bracket Round 1 is here, and we're gonna have a banger to start. It's JustSam versus V00D00M0NKY, top 32 bracket stage. It's all gonna be amazing, and I went as hype as I could be for that bracket stage number 1. Without further ado, let's hand it over to our commentators, to Fox and to Captain Andy, two wonderful, amazing generals of MMR commentary, legends of MMR commentary. It's all yours. Take it away.
Now, come on, Dress. I'm just an excited observer more than anything. But yes, folks, welcome to ZSR. We are happy to bring you the start of the brackets for Majora's Mask Randomizer Season 3. It is going to be a good time. Fox, how you doing today?
I'm doing pretty well.
So, a few things to go over here as we're starting the brackets. Our runners are on a 15-minute delay, so anything that we are seeing on our conf feeds and you folks at home are seeing happened about 15 and a half, 16 minutes ago when we account for Twitch delay. So, just bear that in mind.
And we're off. So, I think that was a heart container on the South Clocktown.
Double
no,
defense.
it's double defense. It's chest-size matches content. You absolutely should go for that, in my opinion.
Oh, yes. I'm sure Sam will pick it up later.
That's free 2 times as much health that you get at the start of the siege, so I think it's very worth it.
Oh, yes. Alright, so Sam is going for the North Clocktown opener, and Voodoo has picked up the ferry.
So we've got 2 common openers. So the ferry opener is one that is fairly common, and then going north and doing whatever else after going to North Clocktown is also very common. It looks like JustSam will be doing the observatory opener.
Alright, Voodoo peeking the bomb. Was that a vanilla bomb bag?
That looked like a vanilla bomb bag.
Well, that's convenient because Tingle had a purple rupee for the 5 rupee purchase. Voodoo is going to have the cash for that immediately. Nothing on the 40, though.
Oh, there was a purple rupee on the 5 one?
On the 5 purchase, yes.
Oh, dang, that... I think that's worth generally grabbing, just because if you're doing the observatory opener, you're generally going to be somewhat rupee starved early. So you do have to be careful with how many rupees you get.
Alright, on that note, we are going to see what is in the observatory, and it appears to be just a few bomb chews. Maybe a few bomb chews, maybe 10 bomb chews, who knows?
The major advantage to doing the ferry early is just you get this check really quick. And it's gone, so, really worked out in this scenario.
Alrighty, Voodoo gets the speed advantage.
Though not going to check Transformation Fairy is not something I expect. Ocean Spider House, the check is dead.
Alrighty. That might have been just muscle memory. Voodoo may have not realized, oh wait, I got a transformation mask. I could check something else right on top of this.
Yeah.
I've seen that happen a few times.
Okay. Alright, Sam was gonna pick up double defense. I would be surprised if he would.
Alright.
JustSam wouldn't. Okay.
Our quad hints. Fisherman Game dead. Path to Snowhead Wath. Stone Tower Temple Foolish.
Alright.
And Ranch Sisters dead.
Yeah, if there's a bomb bag in the shop, I just buy it every single time. East Clocktown Wath.
Alright, Path to Snowhead is a pretty pretty easy Woth, all things considering. The only thing keeping us out of that right now is a bow and magic. That's about it. And maybe an explosive. Which we already have available to us anyway, so...
Yeah, with our Stone Tower Temple Foolish, we have to keep in mind the Boss Blue Warp song. The Boss Blue Warp song, again, it can be anything.
We also, I should also note that Andrew did give us a Mask of Truth early as well, so we have a early ranch, a nice early ranch incentive for Ranch Day 3. That being said, it would be hilarious if we got a keg here in East Clocktown.
The small chest.
Ooh, a bailout of purple rupees. JustSam's going to be very happy to get that when they move over to the bomb shop. Nothing
Yes,
on this.
Go ahead.
I was just going to say, nothing of note on the straw roof chest, so South Clocktown, besides having a nice double defense, so far not paying out. We're not going to see anything else until day 3, or in Moon's Tier.
We're gonna get an immediate chess minigame, which is very understandable, and it is also nothing. Okay. There's Light Arrow.
Nice.
So that right there, we'll have to keep in mind what's going on with the Stone Tower Temple Foolish, considering we have Light Arrows immediately.
Yeah, that's actually pretty hilarious. Of course, you get the item to go mode the Foolish Dungeon immediately.
Of course, it could be really nothing important on the Blue Warp, but we'll see.
Sam decided to just waltz right out of the bomb shop, but didn't pick up the bomb bag. I'm not crazy, right? That was a bomb bag in there, right?
Oh, bomb shop was the red potion?
Oh, it looked like a bomb bag from this angle.
Okay, so it's not.
Never mind. JustSam had no problem counting to 10, though, so gets a nice 50 rupee payout. Not 10, 19, sorry.
I have to really go and deposit 50 rupees after this because that does bail out the rupee count for the remainder of the observatory route. And with that 50 turn in plus the Dodongos, that's enough for Bank 1. And you really want to get Bank 1 out of the way as quickly as you can, because once you go over to Milk Road, you're spending 60 rupees up to 100 rupees depending on the seed, so you really gotta watch it.
Yeah, Tingle, Gorman Race, yeah, the list goes on. That being said, we haven't found anything in East Clocktown that would suggest, that would satisfy the way of the hero, so what do we still have? We've got Honey and Darling, Town Archery, Couples Mask Turn-In, Milk Bar Checks. This East Clocktown Woth could be quite the deep rabbit hole depending on how this plays out.
We're gonna need another item. Yeah,
To be
there's
fair,
a lot in East Clocktown left.
Oh yeah. The early light arrows does make rupee farming easier if we had a bow and some magic to use them, to be fair, but if we do end up needing to farm money for anything, that should no longer be an issue eventually. I see already chat crossing their fingers for sound check. So we're looking pretty solid on defensive upgrades, but offensive-wise, we're still running on Kokiri Sword. I mean, granted, it's still pretty early in the game. We're not going to see a whole lot just yet. But yeah, so far this opener only giving us Goron Mask and Light Arrows, and unfortunately, the Light Arrows right now are pretty useless.
And it has not opened anything, so except the transformation fairy, which I don't think we've seen yet.
We have not. Voodoo may realize what's happening, go check it while rescuing Blast Mask Lady.
Well, if that is progression, that's kind of an oops, because you could have had that, like, right away.
Alright, Voodoo's turn to count to 19.
Just having some trouble just moving through the snow. Got hit by a giant snowball, and if you JustSam didn't have the double defense, it would have been a KO right there.
Mm-hmm. Enos do not mess around.
Yeah, the big Enos, the giant snowballs they throw do a heart of damage like the Dodongos do, so you gotta watch it.
Alright, so Voodoo nailed Postman minigame. I could not see Stump Chest, did you?
I did not. We've got a big chest right here. There's a bomb bag.
Whoops. So we did have a bomb bag, it was just in the wrong quadrant of the area. Oh, we got something else. Another bomb bag for giggles.
Small chest. It's pendant, so it's not really relevant.
Alright. Dampe is dead.
I think it check Honey and Darling very soon in this one.
That's right, because yeah, we can now do Bomb Skip Ball for day 2.
Got another big chest in Road to the Southern Swamp. Another bomb bag.
See, I was right, just one check later.
Iconic Canyon is foolish. Okay.
Ooh, we need a wallet. Zoramask is on the Terminus scrub.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Well, now that spices things up a bit. How much do you want to bet it's just a wallet in East Clocktown chilling on like Honey and Darling or something?
Zoras wouldn't be in Logic still.
Not even with the bomb bag?
No, you still need access to the observatory for it to come into play.
Right. I keep forgetting that whole observatory projectile kerfuffle.
Room key.
Here we go.
That's not the best thing to see right here.
Well, Voodoo's got a bit of in-game time to burn here, so he shouldn't have any issues getting this and then routing in Blast Mask Lady. JustSam, on the other hand, is going to be probably doing both checks about the same time here. Oh, that's a big gilded chest. Never mind.
Another red potion.
It looked like a big gilded chest from here. Also, nice we got 2 red potions and no bottles.
Alright, that's heads up from JustSam right there. Immediately putting the mask on and playing Song of Double Time.
And Voodoo must have seen the chest in Observatory. It must not have been anything significant because he's just waltzing right on by. Don't void out, don't void out. Okay. That Majora balloon in the observatory can cause you to void out even if it's after it's been destroyed, just because its hitbox is a little late to the bandwagon on the disappearing mentality. You think early day 3 ranch is a good idea in this case, or do you still go through with your swamp checks?
I think you do Honey and Darling.
Honey and Darling's a good call, yeah, with the bombs and all that. Yeah, both runners deciding to just rush Goron chess minigame, trying to see if they can possibly lock down that East Clocktown way of the hero early, but sadly that does not appear to be the case. But it looks like Sam is going to go ahead and do day 2 Honey and Darling, and we're going to see what's in here. If this is a wallet, a Deku mask, we'll see.
And we're gonna see go on damage boost to get outside of the observatory here. The neat thing, like, this is allowed for season 3, and it's useful in some circumstances. And when you get going on bombs early, you can do it.
Only bomb chews on Honey and Darling, so Honey and Darling is not the answer.
Sure isn't.
And if it's not bow locked on Town Archery, then we may be in for a very interesting East Clocktown wath here.
Barely not enough rupees for rank 1 for Sam. That's a little problematic.
That looked like a... What was that on...
It was a
Big Bomb
silver.
Bag? A silver? Okay. I think this is our first peek at the P-Hat Grotto, too.
I believe so.
Nothing a broken stick can't fix, because Deku sticks are the most overpowered item in N64 Zelda. Especially Ocarina of Time. Ooh, we got a...
Elder Tree has a not required magic backup. That is a really good hint.
That's a weird spot for extended magic.
It does not mean it has to be magic locked. You know, it literally could just mean that the other magic is available.
Well, we are about to see our our Milk Road checks. And yeah, that is a Silver Rubian Bomb Shop. I thought for a minute it was a bottle too. I think Chad and I both got fooled there. As it said when you pick up a trap, you are a fool. That is one of my favorite lines in the randomizer. And yeah, Sam having no trouble clearing Gorman Race with a nice 47.
There are 3 Way of the Hero hints. We have customizable Way of the Heroes, but everybody went for 3 for Season 3. Like, you can customize the randomizer with competitive hints now to have as many hints as you'd like, as many losses you'd like, but there's like a limit to how many you can get.
And from that angle, I think Stump Chest was wooden. So yeah, at this time, our missing hints are 1 Woth, 1 Foolish, 1 Sometimes, Swamp Spider House, and Butler. And I just missed what that Milk Road hint said. I'll take a look on the playback, and it reads East Clocktown Woth. Okay. Alright, the Gorman brothers weren't selling anything of interest. So unless we see something in Woods of Mystery, we might be having a day 3 bottleneck here. Definitely one of the slower starts we've seen.
Spider House is nothing. Yeah, this is looking like we've got an early, like just an instant bottleneck right now. Other than that, good. We got Kume. That's rather Kotake, not Kume. We don't have a bottle.
Yep. You know, we just said bottleneck, and we literally don't have a bottle. Come on, Vanilla Red Potion. Vanilla Red Potion. Let's see it. Aww.
Art piece. I think now you make it day 3.
Yeah, chat brings up a great point, is that you do want to kill some time to check all Knight's Mass purchase. The earlier you get to day 3, the better in this case, but it looks like that's exactly what Sam is doing.
Like, heck, just make it night 3 now, and then just go do dog race out on night 3. Didn't
Sam
both
probably
of our
just...
runners miss bank 1?
Neither of our runners have gotten bank 1 yet, I don't think. Sam was just... Sam and Voodoo were both just a wee bit short.
Okay, I do not agree with I honestly would just make it night. You don't have to give up a gossip when you have Goron. Just do it. Just do the dog race area last.
Alright, there's another Canyon Foolish hint. Thanks, game. I think we got the message.
I would have made it night 3. I'm not sure why they...
Okay, usually Ranch isn't this useless. Can we please get a hint that we haven't seen already? We've got literally 4 missing hints here.
That was a little too close for comfort with dropping the gold dog right there. That was spooky.
Oh yeah, doesn't shield dropping Gold Dog possibly result in a soft lock?
Yes, if you do that right in far, yeah, you can soft lock.
Okay, Voodoo is about to get bank 1 here. Which contains the bow.
That's why you do bank 1.
There's your north access.
That's pretty unfortunate.
Alright, Dog Race, what have you got for us? Chimera Mask 1 day too late. Voodoo, I think, wanted to do Town Archery, but might just be broke. To answer your question, chat, Bo was on bank 100, bank 1. All right, we got another. Oh no! Read this again, chat. Butler possesses a required Gibdo mask.
Uh-oh. Okay, so that means 2 things. That could just be for Icona access, and that's why the foolishness. We got Graveyard as our final walk, by the way. If we find Garo Mask, that means we have a well. See, yeah.
Yes, we do.
Our runners better hope they don't find Garo. Or rather do, because honestly, I think required Mirror Shield chest from the front is pretty fun. And there's the bow for Sam. Alright.
You might just get your wish today. All right, we're going to see Swamp Archery now from Voodoo. Sam, in the meantime, has picked up Bow, so both runners are pretty caught up at the moment.
Yep, it sure does require beating Woodfall. So, a question in the chat, what is the well separate from Iconic Canyon? Iconic Canyon, in terms of the hints, only refers to the area outside. Like, it doesn't refer to Iconic Castle, just where, like, outside of, like, Shrine, like the grotto, the other checks available there. So, it really doesn't refer to too much. It just like where Pamela is and all. and all of that. There's not much more. So the other regions don't have to be foolish.
Alright, we're seeing Town Archery from Sam as well, and Swamp Archery has our first bottle. Why couldn't we get that 5 minutes ago?
The bean.
My goodness gracious. A bean not insignificant with this current equipment.
Well, if that is WAF, then it's for the like the coast
ledge?
Yeah.
We shall see. We might just have that good old Bean of the Hero seed, chat. That Graveyard Wath is also quite interesting, because we can check the grotto. Unfortunately, that's all we can do. And I think that's what Sam is doing. Boy, is Voodoo in for some bad news here.
There's the second hint.
Here we go. Just rub it in, game. Alright, what's on top of, what's in the oh, the Captain's Hat chest is gilded. Something tells me Sonata is going to be our power song here.
Got a big chest. There's a wallet.
That would be our Wath for Zora mask.
Most likely.
And with the bow from Bank 1, Observatory's in play now, so Zoramask is perfectly in logic.
And you just want to get the rupees from the tree right outside in Sam's position. Or not?
I think Sam muscle memoried a little bit and just thought immediately that they had Zoramask. Gotta still go pick it up first, unfortunately. But yeah, that gives us a couple of things. Now that we can go north, we can get a song off Crybaby Goron. We could do some checks. We could do PF Exterior and Sewers, for that matter. We could do a few checks in Interior that aren't hookshot locked. This is going to be in... the second cycle just got pretty busy suddenly. I think we're still looking for, again, nice balloon hitboxes. Happens every time. I think we just haven't seen Staff Room yet. That's the only major... we also haven't seen South Clocktown Pillar. Or South Clocktown Pillar.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Alright, Sam is going to check Biobaba Grotto. Alright, what's down there?
Cat, do you want to see Garo? Do you want to see Garo somewhere? I'm asking you all this now.
I want to see it somewhere that's not Gibdo locked.
Two yes, 2 yeses, 1 no. No one no gun out here wants mercy for our runners.
Well, to be fair, if Garo ends up being Gibdo locked and it is just for Gibdo's just for Icona access, don't worry, chat. There's still a nice good 7 matches going on over the next 5 days. Plenty more chances.
There's a lot of matches.
Oh yeah, this first round is going to be 16 matches. Staff room is junk.
So, our Tingle check here, while Canyon is full, still can be something.
Yeah, because when it comes to Tingle, it refers to the earliest region you have access to it, right?
It's multi-location, so yeah, if we have access to it here, it can lock Icona. But it doesn't, so it's the second map. I actually had a bomb bag there in the seed with Iconic Canyon Foolish, and I found that ice arrows were bomb locked. It was great.
Oh my. Alright, we're gonna see Cape Chest and Cape Grotto.
Like, you definitely can do Path to Snowhead out of logic, but you only got 1 check there.
Yeah, we need Hookshot for the other one. Does the, remind me again, does the Far Out platform also logically expect Lens?
Yes.
Interesting.
Jumping to invisible platforms is not in logic. I guess we know Path to Snowhead can't lock Woodfall Temple completion. It could. It really, like, the not required just, like, we can't really say more about the magic being not required. Like, Deku could totally be there. It just means that the other magic locks that one. And yeah.
Oh, there's our other sometimes hint. It is Bank 3 and it is dead. Sam is is milking this first cycle for everything it's worth at this point. He's gonna check Zora's shop. This is probably gonna be one of the last things left on their to-do list. I saw 2 rupees and something else that Sam is not interested in. Alright. Upper Lulu's room has a heart piece.
Got another big chest in Twin Islands Grotto. There's ice arrows right there.
I don't like the fact that we have ice arrows and a required Gibdo mask. That's actually pretty alarming. If I were Voodoo, I would definitely be spooked by now. And what's on the top ledge? That looks like a red rupee.
I've grown to like required well seeds. So I might be in like the minority of that, but
All right, what do we got in here? That is a couple's mask on the Goron shop. Which Voodoo is going to pick up.
no
Which...
mask is required, but it's for well hot spring water.
Oh, jeez.
I guess that could be a possibility if we don't find the lens here. Alright, got New Way Bossa Nova.
Oh, no. We got Zormask, Ice Arrows, and New Wave. Chat, you know what that means. Actually, without Hookshot, that's not really a good idea. I was thinking Great Bay Temple, but...
Still missing fire arrows.
they could be in there.
And we also need Hookshot and Magic. But there's a Bremen mask.
Oh, I couldn't see what was in Curiosity Shop.
It was a red rupee, it's nothing important.
Okay, so Giant's Wallet is not going to do us any good today.
Yeah, definitely looking like the wallet is the graveyard loss right now.
Mm-hmm. Alright, Lens Cave. We've got one wooden chest, a second wooden chest, a Skulltula that's getting in the way.
Skulltula is not a kind... It's not kind whatsoever. And another bottle.
That is definitely something you want to see, because we might be dipping PF a little bit on the earlier side in this next cycle.
Yeah, I'm thinking we might have a Hookshot in Pirate's Fortress right now.
Hookshot or Magic? I wouldn't be surprised if it's Magic, so that way we can get the Pat to Snowhead Wath.
It looks like Voodoo's going out of logic check.
Alright, moment of truth here. Do we need Lens and Hookshot, or is this Pat to Snowhead Wath just the chillin' in the grotto?
Yeah, this movement to do it is pretty tough. Okay, Voodoo did one attempt, but almost had it. So we're not going to see just yet.
Alright, and now Sam's going to make the north play. Get the nice little treasure trove up here. Better timing for Couple's Mask as well. Voodoo, on the other hand, is going to have to reset cycle and wait until 8 o'clock.
You can always long a double time to check the mirror immediately after
Very
starting
true.
another cycle. What was in Goron shop? The Couple's Mask. So that could be our East Clocktown Wath right there. I think it's a good priority. Like considering how buff Couple's Mask is, like I'd say just check it immediately. Like the mirror check really does like to have required items. It's not even funny.
You're absolutely right. We've seen a few cases. I think it had ice arrows in one qualifier, maybe fire in another. I might be thinking about Grandma Stories because she's been packing some goodies lately too.
Yes, and the Couple's Mask really is buffed as a check. Like the masks generally are buffed is the thing. Just it's partially like due to some recent changes with the randomizer too, so I agree with unbuffing Cafe's mask. Well, the fun thing was Cafe mask was actually nerfed at some a little bit before the randomizer really began.
Alright, JustSam is now getting Zoe's ice arrows.
Where was the wallet again? In Graveyard Grotto.
And Sam is full on rupees now, is going to burn some cash on Couple's Mask, but Actually, we'll see how Sam decides to route this. If Sam checks the scrub first, they'll get Bremen Mask. If not, they'll buy Couples Mask. But it looks like it's going to be one or the other right at this moment.
I think you buy Couples Mask. Well, it might be a little painful if you don't get the Couples Mask here, right? Just because, you know, East Clocktown's WAF, and the ranch isn't hinted WAF.
Indeed. Although you can always get some money back with the silver rupee too, to be fair.
I think that's the 80 rupee one, so I don't think it's... Yeah. So yeah, you can't get back up to 200, unfortunately.
Alright, Voodoo is checking the Rosa sisters. We got this. I don't remember where we got Chimera Mask, but it's junk.
That was on Dog Race.
Ah, yes.
Now, there's still a lot of stuff. That could be for the East Clocktown WAF. But yeah, that Couples Mask, I really think you just check right away.
And that is going to be what Voodoo's doing. Chat brings up another good point. Gossips has opened up thanks to New Wave. That'd be an ugly spot for progression right now.
Magic on the mare. So, okay, that probably means that the magic is the WAF, alright.
Most likely.
So that means that Deku is magic locked. If that's WAF.
Indeed. If Deku is magic locked... Honestly, I'm pointing fingers at Great Bay Temple.
Oh yeah, that too. Or Sonata is magic locked.
Either that, or Deku is just chilling here in Path to Snowhead, which Voodoo's about to check right now. Because that would be a great magic lock spot to immediately have access to. I have no idea what that is.
Okay, so our WAF and Path to Snow is in logic.
And chat confirms it was just an arrow drop. Alright, what do we got? This is probably Deku.
Keg.
Oh! Okay. Oh no, and it's night 1. Oh, that is like one of the worst times to get keg. Oh, that's actually really not funny, but it's also hilarious. And yeah, that is exactly what Voodoo is doing. Immediately resetting cycle and going to ranch. Did he pick up Bremen Mask before doing that?
I don't... Well, Voodoo doesn't have the wallet yet.
Right. Looks like JustSam double time too, so yeah, they're gonna be missing out on keg.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate. Just considering the fact that of the timing for the mare, so yeah, it's not the best situation.
Have we seen what Komei has for us yet? I don't think so. I'm actually surprised Voodoo didn't pick up that red potion just to have it on reserve to go check that.
I totally understand them not going to Komei right here.
Actually, that's an expensive red potion, thinking about it. That's 50 rupees. Why pay 50 when you can pay, what is it at the witch's shop, 20 or 10? I know it's dirt cheap at the potion shop.
It's pretty cheap. I actually don't remember. I generally try to avoid the potion shop for buying a potion at all.
Okay, chat confirms it's 20. All right. Voodoo is going straight for Romani. So right now, the three things that are really slowing us down are Deku Mask, Fire Arrows. We ultimately need might need that. We're gonna need that Gibdo Mask and Hook Shot. So yeah, we're still missing quite a few things. Now, granted, we've gotten a lot in the last 15 minutes or so, but even still. All right, Romani, what have you got for us? Sonata of Awakening.
All right, yeah, that magic is way of the hero, guaranteed now.
Yeah. Also, I think you go check Kita. We do know that Kita is a gilded chest.
I don't believe Voodoo knows that, but gonna get the wallet in the meantime. Yeah, gonna get the wallet as well as the as well as whatever else is on Kita.
Sam, in the meantime, is about to get Keg here. And about the same amount of in-game time that Voodoo got it, so is going to be equally annoyed.
Yeah, the other magic is hinted on boat archery. Why were they both nighttime here? Like, just to check Camaro Mask, like the Rosa sisters.
Chimera Mask and Rush Mayor's office. Since Couples Mask is in East Clocktown Wath, which we know at this point is pretty much magic.
Yeah, magic's guaranteed is a Wath here. Voodoo came in without explosives. That's bad.
Yeah, this is going to be a weird key to fight.
That's a small gilded.
Oh, it is? Okay. It's hard for me to gauge chest sizes sometimes.
See what it is.
How about a blue potion? That'd be nice. Although we have access to... We don't have access to blue potions yet, do we?
We do not.
We either need Mask of Sense or Gibdo Mask. Alright, so yeah, Sam has bought Bremen Mask this time.
Oh, it's gonna go check Hungry Goron too. I looked at the size. That's a big chest right there. Bunny hood.
Aww.
Yeah,
Nice, but it's not what we're
really
looking for.
Unfortunate.
It was certainly not an unwise play, considering the Graveyard was Wath and all, but it's just unfortunate that it was Bunny Hood, and we already know Postman is useless.
Not having the bombs is really bad in this situation.
Oh, right. Voodoo skipped out on the grave because no bombs. Ouch. That is a big ouch.
Yeah, that's honestly a pretty bad mistake, I think.
I think what he's doing now is just getting some bomb drops out of the bushes, and then he's going to go right back. Once, you know, the bushes actually decide to give a bomb drop, you know?
At this point, I think you have... I'm not sure what else Voodoo has. I guess just, like, West checks. And healing Kume. And okay, Hugo as well.
Alright, so we've got Voodoo about to go get the wallet, but Sam's going to check Hugo. After that...
I think you go to PF. But it could be vanilla.
Yeah.
Art piece. No. Yeah, no. There's the wallet for Voodoo. JustSam has one bottle, but I don't think it's marked on the tracker.
I'm trying to think. Voodoo has... What were the two bottles again? I think Voodoo has both bottles.
Yeah, one on Swamp Archery, one in the back of Landscape.
That's the one. Alright, so Sam is going to Song of Time now. Get Keg. Go over to Ranch. Probably do Lemons while they're at it.
Yeah, I'm assuming so. Yeah, Sam has one bottle.
Yeah, the bottle Sam is missing is, I believe, Swamp Archery.
Yeah, that one's gonna be rough to get back to. Well, he probably would have been able to route it in early. It's just not doing bank one kind of. Not getting bank one immediately just made it hard.
Oh, Voodoo has to go reset the scrub, too, because
Yeah.
cycle reset. So yeah, this will take a minute, but ultimately this will put Voodoo pretty much on the same pace as Sam, and Sam's about to get Sonata. We might actually see an almost simultaneous coast dive here, or PF dive rather. Okay, light arrowing a Keg seems a little excessive, but okay.
We had 2 Sphere Zero bomb bags. Just to answer how early bombs were. We got, yeah. So, they were like really early.
Yeah, Bo was also Sphere 0 as well, because it was on Bank 1.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so let's see how Sam decides to process this.
think Sonata there should just tell you right away that that magic that you just found is Way of the Hero. So see what Sam does from here.
Voodoo appears to be interested in grabbing a little more cash. Might be just safety cash, just in case Bank 2 comes into play, because that's been in Logic for a little bit now.
170. Oh, I guess not doing lemons. Okay.
Buying the red potion. Yeah. Yeah, you don't, even though it doesn't look like Komei's going to have anything at this point, at the same time, if she does, it's going to be both hilarious and painful if you end up missing it.
Yeah, considering the circumstances, yes.
And Voodoo's also going to be able to grab lab fish while in the neighborhood. Yeah, right now the two big bottlenecks right now are Hookshot and Deku Mask. Which do you think would be the better one to see first in this case? Because the way I see things, you want to find Hookshot first. Because we know Deku locks Gibdo.
Not sure.
Oh, there's Garo Mask. It's a well seed.
Enjoy,
folks.
everybody. We got a well seed.
Let the fun begin. Well, not exactly progression, but Sam did get FD, and FD before remains is always good. Sam must really like light arrowing everything, just noticing.
That means in particular that Gibdo locks either a song item or fire arrows.
Oh, fire arrows in the well?
Yep. Totally possible.
Mm-hmm. And have we burnt all of our watts at this point?
Yes, we have.
Yeah, we burnt East Clocktown. That was magic. Pat to Snowhead was Keg, leading to Sonata, which is ultimately going to lead to Butler, which leads to a required Gibdo.
Yes.
And Graveyard was Walla to Zora. So, yep, we're going on an unhinted Deku Mask and Hookshot hunt, folks. Have fun.
Gonna get the second bottle here. So, Sam has also orphaned the Swamp Grotto chest.
Oh yeah, we haven't seen anybody check that because it's Zora Mask is the mask that lets you get to that one in Logic without Deku, right?
Yes.
And Sam was the first to pick up Zora. Very interesting. I don't think we're starved for defensive utilities anymore. With 2 bottles, 6 hearts, 5 or 6 hearts, and double defense, you're pretty safe for the rest of the seed.
Just getting some more rupees. I think that just... Oh, just going backward, I think playing safe. Well, at least...
Well, it hasn't been entirely useless. It has resulted in Sam getting FD at the very least.
That's some good awareness on Sam's end, just knowing that if you don't, like, this tech was about to be pretty orphaned. It was nothing, but yeah, it could have been something important. Yeah,
Like the 6th heart container.
It's definitely looking like we gotta go into Pirate's Fortress right now, most likely.
I don't think there's anything left.
I don't think so. Well, we got that and...
Well, actually, no, we don't even have Icona access yet. We still need a hookshot.
We have gossips, but...
We have gossips. We saw a Goron chess minigame already. We've seen all the East Clocktown minigames. Now it looks like JustSam's gonna get baited by the key to chest.
We don't have Hookshot or Deku to even get the Day 3 chests right now.
Yep, this is definitely nothing else but PF'd.
PF and Pinnacle Rock.
I think with 2 bottles you do PF first. If you had 3, then maybe I would say PR, but if you're lucky, you'll find a 3rd bottle in PF. Of course, it'll be the gold dust bottle, but you know. Voodoo, on the other hand, has also decided to return to Swamp and clear that out, and is going to get FD as a result.
You don't have bombs here. Well, you've got 2 balls anyway. The worst comes to worst, like it's just so, like, you're betting, like you've got so many items in there at this point, and like seeds now, they can just literally just put your hookshot in there. It's like, it does, like, it's very possible at this point that, like, we could literally just have a vanilla hookshot at this situation, and yeah. Seahorses has not been hinted.
Yeah, we're actually pretty much out of hints. The only hint we're missing is the 3rd Foolish. Which, you know, at this point is going to be like West Clocktown or something. Because, yeah, have we found anything in West Clocktown? We haven't found anything in South Clocktown.
Actually can't be foolish because of that red potion.
Oh, the red potion in the bomb shop?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
West Clocktown also had the bow.
Yeah.
Let's say South Clocktown then. Because, yeah, South Clocktown, we found absolutely nothing.
Oh, that. Good.
Ouch.
You can do, like, a really good jump to get across, but it is fairly tricky if you don't know how to do it. And you can always also jump splash to get across the gap.
Alright, so Voodoo's got FD. He's checking the grotto too. So yeah, both runners kind of just playing it safe here. Checking anything they've skipped over on their first cycle. And what is ultimately going to happen is here, they're going to intersect in PF at about the same time. With virtually the same equipment. I think Sam...
This is the first race of the bracket.
Yeah, Sam's going to go get the fish, get Garo Mask, and get the very bad news that this is, in fact, a well seed.
Sam
Or
doesn't
not.
have the fish. Yeah, it's looking like we're both converging at Pirate's Fortress at the same time.
Alright, let's see what's on Coast Ledge here. A third bottle?
Oh,
Oh no, that's a milk refill.
yeah, that's a milk refill. Okay.
I hate it when I see milk refills because they look so much like bottles.
If we find Garo, then it could Deku could be enshrined, and that's about it.
And we got a virtually synchronized PF here, folks. So yeah, Garo Mask notwithstanding, our runners are pretty tied up.
It's also worth mentioning. There's our second bean.
Oh my.
It's also worth mentioning that once they do find the hook shot, all of GBT except for Gyarg and one chest is in logic.
Alright, so it doesn't look like we're gonna... I don't think we're gonna get our Bean of the Heroes scenario, unless, of course...
This could be... Oh, it's more milk. Well, that sucks to find right here.
Yeah, we're kind of trying not to have our bottles filled up at the moment.
We have found no trade items in the small gilded chest so far. This is super awkward.
That's true. We have no paper, no Moon's Tear, no deed.
I was expecting seeing like letter to cafe right in that chest.
Honestly, I was expecting a title deed. You saying that it's just also just made a click in my head. It's like, wait a minute, we have found like literally nothing in the way of fetch questing.
I mean, we found a little bit, just not all of it.
Certainly not nearly as much as I would expect for 70 minutes in. Oh, there's another gilded chest.
I think that's another small gilded. Looks like Sam is inverting.
Yeah, playing it safe. Probably just in case Letter to Cafe or Cafe Mask actually shows up here. Because, yeah, you don't want the in-game time to go too fast now.
Indeed. Okay.
Right as we say it, there's our first deed. So Voodoo's pulled ahead a little bit just on execution. I got another big gilded chest here in the sewers, which contains the circus leader's mask. Thanks, game. Not helping. And what is that? Was that?
Voodoo? Are you checking the other chest?
I think Voodoo wants this first. Oh, I guess not.
Voodoo? Here's... I'm not sure if it was that an early peek for that.
They must have seen it. They both must have seen it because they're leaving. I guess whatever was caged was useless.
Going up the stairs. Oh, they have bigger screens than we do? Okay. I don't know that you can just shoot. You can just hit the switch from like on top of the water platform. Nothing there.
Oh boy, where is our progression? Is our progression going to be on lemons after all this?
Come on, like if we're going all the way, go to hookshot chests. Only found a land deed in here.
No stone mask? No problem. Just use excessive arrows. With questionable hitboxes, I might add.
Big chest.
I like where this is going.
What do we got here, game?
We'll see how Voodoo and Sam reap the rewards that are granted by bees.
Yeah, we could have Vanilla Hook, or we could have like Decker here, or even Captain's out. Let's see, what we got? Deku.
Oh, this is getting good, chat. Time to go to the rest of Wood. Time to go to Palace. Screw that. Time to go straight to Woodfall Temple, I think.
We're not getting eggs right now, but that's okay. Welcome to, let's be behind the hookshot test, people. And this is something that it's not something that we really have seen in the previous seasons.
Ooh, of interest, Voodoo is not turning in the land title deed.
All Night Mask.
And that might be a problem. And I've said it before, Grandma's been a little powerful lately in Season 3.
You have to do Butler anyway. Go do Woodfall first.
That's what I think is...
I think it would have been a little bit better routing to just do Woodfall Temple first, just because of the fact that you have to do Butler anyway.
I wonder if this is to verify if another song item is required. Because we might be able to get away without... Well, actually, wait a minute. Because we've got a foolish temple, do we need another song item?
We could probably have Elegy on the Blue Warp right here, but...
Okay. Oh, there's a bottle.
Well, they got a third bottle, so...
Hey, what do you know? There's a bottle locked by something that was in PF.
So... What I was meaning about doing Woodfall Temple first, because you have to do Butler anyway, you could just come here with the princess and then just do everything at once. You can get the song check after beating the temple. Like you can do the monkey check after beating the temple.
I wonder if they're looking for hookshot to speed up the process a little bit. Because there are a couple of places in Woodfall Temple where hookshot would make life a little easier. Torch grabs in particular. Whoops. Voodoo taking a tiny fall there. Okay, a little bit of a bad time for a day transition. Real bad time for a day transition. That's going to cost Sam a couple minutes.
I think it's understandable why they're in this position, because that was a bottleneck into hookshot test 4. And we get Song of Healing there.
Okay, this seed just went downhill pretty fast. Now we need more song items.
well, I was expecting probably one more minimum.
That's fair. Seed can't be that good. So yeah, it's looking pretty good for eggs at this point.
Yeah, eggs is looking. It's not as serious as an Oops All Song.
That is true. There's been a lot of Oops All Song item scenarios lately in Season 3. I won't argue there. Voodoo's having a little bit of trouble cheesing this rock here to get up to Woodfall, but has succeeded.
Now this is like like they both kind of didn't do bank 1 as early as possible with the routing, and you got bottlenecked for pretty much going in to get Deku out of hookshot chest, so probably hookshot is locked behind that, considering it doesn't have to be, but considering the way item placement works, it's pretty dang likely you had to do that right now.
You know what's going to be the most insulting thing out of all of this is if there's absolutely nothing in Woodfall Temple besides the song and Gibdo eventually, and Hookshot is just on Deku Playground.
That wouldn't be the worst thing.
It wouldn't be the worst, but it would most certainly be annoying.
Yeah, fair enough.
And that's a wooden chest back there. So, yep, we are diving Woodfall Temple. Let's see what we find here, folks. Ooh, chat's saying they would love to see a Romani mask, because that would put Soundcheck into play. This seed, it really does depend on where Hookshot is, if it's like right on the way, or if it's all, actually, I think the big question mark right now is fire arrows, because there are a lot of bad spots now that those can be.
Don't know if Voodoo knows that. Okay. Not sure how comfortable Voodoo is with this jump. This jump's a little peculiar on the angle, but it's really worth knowing over just taking the flowers to get around it.
Yeah, JustSam definitely getting a little bit of an edge here in this Woodfall. Folks, we really do have pretty much a race here right now.
It's probably a good idea to kill the bows.
Wait, that's what those little black ghosts are called?
Yes.
I really gotta remember to, next time I play this, to just tattle check everything.
Well, I mean, that is a trick, and it's not expected for you to do it. It just saves time. Oh gosh, that you do.
Oh dear. But yeah, these runners have both been pretty much neck and neck, you know, for the last better part of 15 minutes, I want to say. Just because of this Deku Mask in Pirate's Fortress bottleneck. And yeah, this is probably, again, why runners were hoping to find some extra goodies before doing Woodfall Temple, because, again, having Hookshot would have made this pretty much a cakewalk.
Like, Voodoo's going The left route. Nothing. The worst part is, oh no.
Not like this.
The worst part is the song could be go on lullaby here. Well, okay. I can't believe that is some really unfortunate timing from me.
So, you know someone's gonna clip that now, right?
Yes.
Oh boy. Alright, well in the meantime... Oh, okay. He's back. It's good. Everything's okay.
The song here could totally be a lullaby.
Oh, and then vanilla fire arrows, maybe? Like, what if this whole required Gibdo mask thing is for a vanilla mirror shield? At which point, actually,
wouldn't
no.
say much.
Yeah, because...
Yeah, it couldn't be vanilla mirror shield. It would have to be, like, it has to be a Gibdo lock.
Right, right. And light arrows just lets you cheese mirror shield chests, so...
Yes.
Nothing of importance in the dark room. Good grief. Did I speak that to life? Is Hookshot actually going to be in Deku Playground? It might just be. We're still not finding anything.
I actually think it's worth if Hookshot is somewhere bad and not just locked behind Deku.
I think... Alright, so Sam's trying to get a stick, but having a little bit of trouble. Unfortunately, I think you need to... Sam's trying to get a stick off of the Baba, but looks like can't get the second slash off in time. Yeah, I gotta jump slash it. There we go.
Like, in my personal opinion, like, just Hook not behind Deku is bad.
Hook not behind Deku would be very bad. The only thing, though, is... What did we have left that wasn't behind Deku before we picked it up?
I think Pinnacle Rock.
True, true.
And Lemons and Gossip.
Oh, Lemons would be the biggest insult right now, because that has been in play for 45 minutes or so.
Mm-hmm. And, yeah, Spank 2 as well.
Yeah, that's also been in play for more than 45 minutes. Oh, Gossip Stones would be icing on the cake.
We have a required Gibdo mask on Butler. Okay.
Nice Giant's mask. We already have FD, though, so... to clarify with chat, Well is not directly hinted Way of the Hero, but we have a hint with a required Gibdo mask on Butler, and we know Garo mask is not Gibdo locked, it's on Labfish. So the only reason Gibdo mask would be required if Garo is free is if something is in the well. So something is in the well.
Something in particular, it has to be Gibdo locked in the well. So it's gonna be, it's either a song item we need, or it's Fire Arrow.
Or any number of fetch quests leading to said items.
Yes.
Which we do still have a lot of fetch quest items on the table. A lot of masks are still kind of missing. Because, yeah, what fetch quest masks haven't we seen yet? Romani, Postman. We saw All Knights. We haven't seen. We're missing 3 title deeds. And Moon's Tier. There are also, of course, the letters. Nice jump slash, Sam. Yeah, we're seeing some fairly uncommon, or at least not something we've seen a whole lot in Season 3, movement through Woodfall Temple just because of this lack of hookshot. This painful lack of hookshot.
And we should keep in mind that Sam has not seen Garrow out off of Labfish, which is very important information, I might add.
Indeed. Alright, we've got a Fierce Deity Mask. That's Uldawa. Say goodbye to Uldawa. Easy fight. All for a bundle of arrows.
Game, what we got?
And our Blue Warp song this afternoon is Song of Storms.
Okay. So that doesn't effectively means that not there. Okay.
Well, folks, we
Warp
have an
song.
Oops All Items seed.
Honestly, is anybody thinking hooks on Camaro? Given this crap,
Oh, that's right.
like I'm like, it seems kind of likely that healing is required now. Since
Yeah.
kind of got nothing here.
Unfortunately, Spec, Pamela is already foolish, since Canyon's foolish.
So that basically means that I think any dungeon can be completed first now. So actually, probably not any of them. Just it doesn't really matter anymore, considering Storms is on the warp.
Yeah, this seed, I said already in Woodfall Temple that the seed was going downhill fast, but I think I literally just spoke the hookshot scenario to life, where we found absolutely nothing in Woodfall Temple besides the necessary progression for Gibdo.
At least be happy Stone Tower Temple is foolish in this. Like,
Very true.
that.
Also, be happy we get to see this cutscene, because honestly, it's kind of hilarious.
No, not really. I don't think Stone Tower Temple's a wasted foolish in this.
Yeah, especially considering it's an all-song item seed. At least you know you don't have to go hunting for those, because the song items, for the most part, like Mirror Shield especially, that could be virtually anywhere. Especially since light arrows were almost immediate.
Like, don't take foolish FCT for granted. Like, Stone Tower Temple has literally just a bazillion checks. Don't take that for granted when it's foolish.
Although I would still laugh, or at least giggle aggressively, if we did have progression in inverted stone tower chests, because that could still happen.
Yep, that's totally possible. We had it happen to Qual.
Mm-hmm.
The Qual should be really telling people what you should be able to expect sometimes, especially if you play more seeds beyond the quals. And I think our runners probably are aware of some of this stuff.
Luckily, with Goron Mask as well, the Butler race isn't too bad. I'm surprised Sam isn't going for the red rupees here. I would have picked them up just because, just to get a little extra cash for Bank 2.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, like you said, if Hookshot is not Deku Mask locked, that is probably the biggest insult right now. Because, yeah, here's the funny thing. This Gibdo Mask that we're about to get right now at this particular point in time is currently useless. Like, until we actually get Hookshot, we can't do anything with it. Okay, and Voodoo is going to pick up those red rupees. Ouch. You know, they give you this big fire maze room, and they don't use the left wall. At all. Oh, well. Oh, there is an alternative in the top left corner. Today I learned.
It's really just saying if Hook is not locked behind PF in any way in this seed, I think this kind of just sucks a lot. Oh,
Yeah, this. Welcome to the brackets, folks.
One of our runners has given a mess. Wait, runners are just trailing each other. How this progression in this seed has transpired.
Yeah, no, this has been an incredible race. But this is absolutely a trash seed. Alright, time to start doing healing checks. I think the last thing you want to find right now is a lens. Because that would put Darmani and Hot Spring Water into play.
Be funny. I actually don't think lens is like the worst thing. But I think Voodoo's safe coming this. I think this is heads up, but
Ultimately, it's gonna probably be kept, given that this is all Night Mask.
yes.
And Land Title Deed was in Exterior, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Let's see what's on Macau. Land Deed was in sewers.
Sewers.
Oh,
no.
my goodness.
All right, folks. Who's ready for seahorses?
I check Camaro and reset immediately.
Chat called that too, you know.
Okay, this has got to be the fish.
Mm-hmm. This is defo the fish.
Yeah, this seed is getting kind of bad. It's getting there now.
As if it wasn't already trash with required Gibdo mask.
I think required Gibdo is just funny. But I guess with like considering this is a bracket match, this is kind of bad. This is starting to get bad from this point.
Alright, so Sam's gonna get the Garo mask and realize, oh no, this seat is truly trash.
He doesn't even need to pick it up. Like, Sam doesn't even need to pick it up. Well, picking it up anyway. Just to be clear. I guess check Camaro, check all night mask reset for Sam.
Yeah, and it's perfect time of night too. This might be a rupee dump. Yeah, this is gonna be a rupee dump, check Camaro reset. Oh yeah, JustSam is virtually broke right now because of all the money they took to get potions and kegs and stuff.
So just for some perspective, folks, remember what this would be like if that required hint wasn't there.
Oh my, yeah, could you imagine?
We have, like, yeah, that required hint literally just told you effectively that the well is required given the information that they have.
Incredible.
And without that, it would almost certainly be a last location. Because you have to do Butler to get Gibdo to do the well.
Alright, here's our Deku Playground check as well. And Voodoo's on night 2, so this is perfect. Literally just a few nanoseconds left before 10 o'clock hits. Actually, no, it's like 11. It's late for Deku
11:30 where
Yeah.
Deku Playground closes.
Yeah, Deku Playground closes much later. Aw, it's not Camaro. But yeah, we're gonna see Sam do gossips and then reset. Probably farm some cash for Bank 2 while they're at it. Definitely makes sense. You don't want to miss out on that, just in case, lo and behold, that ends up being your insulting non-Deku mask locked hook shot. Alright, Voodoo meanwhile is cheesing day 2 Deku Playground, and the reward for this is a bow upgrade.
A bow-locked bow.
Amazing. Oh yeah, Sam has the Chateau bottle. You want to know about the bombers? That's actually pretty smart, just getting everything for Bank 2 done right then and there. Credit where it's due. And that Chateau bottle was locked by Deku Mask. That was in Palace. I'm just remembering that for later. Because, yeah, that, and I think possibly Cape Ledge is the only chateaus we know of. So, unfortunately, they're in pretty bad spots. And Bank 2 was a heart piece. So, absolutely nothing left to do with that wallet. Sam also just definitely reset away the Gossip Stones.
No, Sam made it day 2.
Oh, double time, not Song of Time. Never mind.
Sam's also gonna get this bow.
Yeah, both runners have been just playing this seat incredibly safe, just not leaving checks behind, covering all the ground, missing ground. And I think as a result, there's not a whole lot of places where we can split at this point. it's going to come down to a battle of execution when we finally do find our missing items. But again, folks, if you like what you see here, don't worry. There's going to be tons more this week. We've got 16 matches this round, like 7 or 8 of which, besides this one, have already been scheduled. And yeah, as expected, Voodoo's also going to do Gossips. Just get that out of the way, and we'll see. Gossips has been in Logic ever since Walla Tazora. Now, have we pretty much burnt all of our Deku Mask checks at this point, besides All Night Mask?
Deku locks Hook if it's behind the Picto box.
Right, because healing was on Monkey.
And then there's Toilet Hand, as well as the All Night Mask checks.
And yeah, Sam's gonna get All Nights just out of the way right now. See, I'm trying to... Yeah, Landy was in PF. Which was interesting.
They do need Hook to finish eggs. Sorry, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and interestingly, the Landy was not Deku locked. And there's the hook shot.
Well, it's still PF locked, so that's okay. It's like that's still kind of bleh, but
could be worse, but this is still kind of lousy. Head tilt continues. And what do you know? It's day 3. Why not just go check that pillar, or check that turn-in? Because I think we've already seen the pillar, and it was probably wooden.
Are you wanting to do the well right away, Sam, or are you gonna put it off a little bit? Because it has to be Gibdo locked.
So yeah, a reminder to the audience, right now we are looking for Fire Arrow's Captain's Hat and Mirror Shield. And as far as we're concerned, besides the one item, the progression that's going to be in the well, they are unhinted.
Like Sam, song are timed and is not going to finish out Gossips.
Okay.
The unfortunate thing is that Voodoo now is gonna have to Song of Time to get that.
Right, because it's already night 2. Oh, wait. Can Voodoo not... Oh, yeah, Voodoo can't read Grandma Stories on day 3.
It looks like Sam's just gonna go and finish out eggs. Chateau refill.
Nice. Yeah, 3 bottle eggs isn't the worst. Actually, 3 bottle eggs is pretty solid. It's really 1 bottle eggs that's the big backbreaker. What is Voodoo doing here? Wolfos, can you get out of the way? Thank you.
Kind of just messed up the movement in like the very beginning of this room. Like I thought this is Hugo. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Just get... Yeah, because, again, this is something we've seen from both runners, is that they're being incredibly cautious to not leave their checks behind. Do you have to make the baby sleep before you can do Hugo?
If you don't have fire arrow, yeah.
Oh, yeah, because it lights the torches. Today I learned.
So one thing I'm going to mention is about this well situation. If it points to mirror shield chest, and like the other two checks are not it, then that means that the mirror shield chest is required and fire arrows are locked behind the mirror shield chest.
Which means that we could be seeing, for example, Lullaby on Egos for Vanilla Fire.
No. Not
oh wait,
that,
no,
because
not Egos.
Oh, it would, if it could be fire arrow on mirror shield chest, or it could be captain's hat locking fire arrow.
Right. So then Lullaby on Composer Grave, that would be the one, because yeah, you need fire arrows for Egos.
So yeah, we had a little bit of an ugly trade for. It could also be hot spring water. That's true.
Well, now we can go get that blue potion. We had hookshot in a wallet. We could have done that anyway.
Small chest right here. Ocean Deed.
Aw, but Canyon's foolish. Well, it's good toilet paper.
Yeah, that's good for Toilet Hand now. For Sam, if Toilet Hand is something.
Because, yeah, we haven't been able to check that because that land title deed so far has been actually useful.
Land Deed was progression in this seed.
Mm-hmm. Of course, it's late. A late deed, no less.
I forgot about people hoarding toilet paper during lockdown.
Oh, jeez, don't remind me.
Like, why?
That was such a weird scenario, because... Never mind.
Could probably talk about it later.
Alright, so Sam is picking up... This is going to be the third egg. Unfortunately, this is where we kind of have to come back later because we need that fourth egg and we don't have a fourth bottle.
Oh, the seahorses.
I kind of understand doing this now with 3 bottles, just because you can get all 3 eggs in one pass. Also, good thing Voodoo did have 1 empty bottle, because the other 2 were filled with milk and Chateau. Those are going to have to eventually get emptied.
Yeah.
What we might see Voodoo do is, now that it's second, now it's about, oh no, it's about to be day 3. Never mind. What we might see Voodoo do is perform eggs and then cycle reset.
Well, Voodoo will not be able to finish out eggs without the hook shot, so this is really unfortunate.
Right. Yeah, actually, yeah, this is really bad. Alright, so yeah, Voodoo's just trying to land and get rid of the bottles.
It's just unfortunate placement, and I like really just staying on day 3 is sometimes it's more risky than you think it is in a race to stay on day 3 all the time.
I wonder if it's because the first couple of days were pretty starved in the opener, that runners are convinced that just staying on day 3 will ultimately be the better call. Having said that, we found a lot since, but
yeah, like we could totally find Letter to Cafe on Seahorses.
oh, that would be one of the that would actually be one of the most hilarious things if we found that right now, because in Sam's case, Sam could check that. Just burn a cycle and check it. And sure, why not throw in a cafe mask for good measure? Let's throw on Midnight Meeting.
I have a better idea. Hopefully we don't see that.
Sorry, I know Midnight Meeting's not your thing.
I played, like, one of the most recent seeds I played as a really awful Midnight Meeting required.
Didn't one of the qualifiers have a Stone Tower Temple Deku mask recently, or was that just a off-camera race?
One of the qualifiers did have that.
Yeah, so I'm like, yeah, I know that's something you said you always wanted. It's like, how low do we go from here? On that note, Romani Mask and Pinnacle Rock, right in time for final day, so we can't do sound check.
BXR, the East Cloudtown Waft was for Magic.
Yeah, it locked.
It locked the other one.
Yeah, it locked the other one and Keg, which led to Sonata.
Yeah.
Which led to required Gibdo mask off of Butler, so... Aw, choose on Seahorses. Wow, the Eels have come out to play and feast today.
What do you do in this situation? I'm trying to think. Like, I think you just gotta get the information out of the well. Where is what is it pointing to?
Oh no, Sam is out of magic.
I understand doing eggs now, though. It's just once you start doing eggs, you really probably shouldn't do the well until you have your bottles free.
It'd also be nice to know what song this is. Alright, what drinks do we have? Absolutely nothing. And yeah, I think Voodoo is in a state of deep contemplation here.
So, on day 3, it's special. You can always check it.
And yep, as predicted, the eggs are gone. Voodoo has reset.
Did Voodoo actually grab any of the eggs?
Yes, Voodoo grabbed all 3 out of PR.
Okay, yeah, that sucked.
Didn't deposit any of them, but did grab them. Oh yeah, we never saw Tingle Photo, did we?
We sure didn't, because we got that picto box, like that pictograph box, after beating Woodfall Temple for both of our runners.
Ah, right, you can't turn it in after that. I keep forgetting there's some wonky stipulations for a couple of these checks.
It's good to remember, because if one of those checks is like nothing, is like important, and then you beat their respective dungeon, it's really bad. So the checks in particular are Hungry Goron for if you beat Snowhead, that goes away. Kume and the Picto Box checks. There's Hook for Voodoo. For Great Bay Temple, you've got Evan and Stage Lights. You cannot do those after beating Great Bay Temple. And for Stone Tower Temple, you cannot do either Poe Hut or Pamela after beating the temple. So it's good to know that if you plan on doing Randomizer at all and participating in races. I've seen races decided over not doing versus doing those specific checks.
Oh yeah, as a rando racer myself, I know. Yeah, learning quirks in the logic on the fly, or not knowing them on the fly, has cost me a few weeklies back in the day, and tournament matches for that matter. All right, so this is going to be egg 6. Sam's got to go back to grab egg number 7. And the guarded chest. I don't think that was picked up yet.
Yeah, Sam just has to go and get the one at the hook shot test. I think that Sam really just wasn't too optimistic of finding hook. So, like, if you were optimistic on finding hook shot, you probably got if you got the egg near the hookshot test, you would have saved a little bit of time if you got the hookshot in this speed. But neither of our runners did. Like, just didn't do the dump. Like, there was even a big chest. Like, since Deku was there, you could have done the, like, just a Zora jump to get to the tank.
Well, folks, as we approach we're just past over the 2-hour mark here. Again, we want to remind you, folks, give these two runners a follow, as they put on a fantastic show for you here as we open up the brackets of the Majora's Mask Randomizer Season 3 tournament. And also, a thanks to our trackers, Breagle Bash and Eris, for doing wonderful job making sure everybody knows who has what. We would also like to... Okay, that's a useless fisherman hint. And also, shout-outs to my partner, Fox, who has been an excellent bed of knowledge for deciphering this crazy logic today.
The worst for logic, because Storms was on Blue Warp, which is probably the best thing to get here. like in terms of deciphering logic, if you're not the most adept, like you don't have to be the most adept at looking at the logic, but it's a something that's worth learning.
Someone else, actually, we should probably shout out. Is that for our French-speaking audience, we do have a French restream as well, courtesy of Why You So Epic. So if you're more attuned to to French-speaking, then that would be the place to go on that front.
I would totally beeline the well in the seed, just to make sure. Like I guess the only problem is where on earth is the gold dust, because like the gold dust and the lens are really the big head scratchers right here, and you really want to make sure, like if it's guaranteed Gibdo for mirror field tests, okay, then it's really important to make sure you know that.
Okay, this isn't helping. Eggs had oath. That literally does nothing.
That's probably the better song to be on that spot.
That's true, because then we can't go hunting through another dungeon. This basically means yeet to well.
Yeah, I like just go right there.
We haven't even gotten a sword upgrade. We're still pretty starved on the offensive front.
Yeah, Oath is very good to find on eggs, I'd say. That's probably the best song that could have been there.
That's fair.
Like, I'm agreeing with Spec in chat. Like that's a.
I was more on the thing. I'm always on the mindset that the more checks you can do, the better. But at the same time, you don't want to be doing bad checks, which at this point, most of the remaining checks, given how starved we are pretty bad. All right, what does Tingle Photo have for us? Was Song of Healing required?
Well, you get money for your blue potion that you need.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. GBT?
I'm not sure I agree with this.
I don't.
What's Voodoo doing here? Getting a milk refill? Oh, yeah. Well, right. You need a ton of things for that. You need beans, you need Deku nuts, you need bombs. There's a few things you need for the well, right?
You need milk, you need some...
Only bombs and milk? Okay.
You need bombs, milk, Deku nuts.
That's what I thought. Yeah, I'm not sure GBT is a good idea right now. Because for all we know, fire arrows are just chilling in the well at the moment.
It's like the fact that it's required is like, if it's the mirror shield chest, that means that fire arrows have to be behind that. If this required Gibdo is pointing to the mirror shield chest, fire arrows have to be behind it. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
There's pretty much nothing else left.
I guess like the only thing that could really benefit you is if you find gold dust in here.
Alright, and it looks like Voodoo's gonna do the well from reverse. Not even bothering to check the Icona pillar. All right, so yeah, let's see how this plays out.
Gibdo cannot be lost for Mirror Shield Chest unless if it locks fire arrows. That's pretty much how it really works. Is it has to lock fire arrows if the Mirror Shield Chest is what it's pointing to. So like it could be like whatever in Mirror Shield Chest.
Ooh, Voodoo doesn't have... I think Voodoo forgot bugs.
I'm not sure how to feel about not bringing bugs. If you have a stick, you can like there's a bunch of silly routing you can do in the well. Like bugs aren't the worst thing. You can get the you can get bugs on the left side and get caught by a wall master, put you back on the right side. And like you can use like there's literally 4 wall masters in and around the well. You can use them just to route around the well. It's probably one of the more convenient things, but it's not super useful if you have to do the front. It's more useful if you have to if you have lights like in this situation. Oh, Voodoo actually forgot to get the blue potion. Oh, that I understand leaving.
Yeah. Oops. What is that? Oh, right. Canyon Foolish. It can't be anything important. Just another bomb chew. Whoa! I beg your pardon.
That is such a useless hint game. Thank you. That is not a useful hint.
I was wondering when that third Foolish was going to show up.
That's just silly. That is probably the least useful song Foolish hint you could possibly have.
I think the generator gave up by the time it had to gen that Foolish hint.
I think Trent said like that this one didn't take too long to generate.
That is true. We this is a Trez seed. Also, nice, very late stone mask. That would have been nice to have 2 hours ago. Oh, there's a gilded chest. I swear, if this is fire arrows...
Please be lens. That would be the best thing to be find here. Okay.
Okay, here we go. Oh, and it's too late.
So I just realized a very problematic thing that Voodoo did with routing. Not making it day 1 here with the well being, like Gibdo being required is a bad play, like a really bad play, considering that Gibdo could be required for Smithy 1.
Ah, yes.
I think that like the well hot spring water is definitely like it's not even just playing around Leonard Cafe. also not having a stick. This is like I'm not sure how commonly Voodoo has done the well. Also buying beans. You have lights. You don't need to buy beans.
It makes me... Well, to be fair, how many well seeds have we seen in qualifiers?
I don't think we've
I
seen
don't-
too many.
Maybe one or two that I wasn't around for, but certainly none of the races I called had a required well.
Yeah, you absolutely need a stick. For these checks. Like,
And yeah, that Lossa confirms in chat. We never had a single well seed in the qualifiers.
I actually posted a VOD link on the Discord about one bottle well. Because I've done one bottle well twice, and I know how to do well, like the well weight routing just pretty thing consistently. It's just, you gotta remember what all you need. I heard about that for Fall 2. Right side is the tricky one. Honestly, the fish isn't even necessary either. With when you do have lights.
Oh, we might have missed a well seed in qualifiers.
Oh, there was a well seed.
But yeah, the point still stands. Is the well seeds have been incredibly uncommon in this season, at least for the main tournament. So it's possible that's coming into play here. Unfortunately, Ward is giving Sam a little bit of a hard time here. There we go.
Oh, right, I remember that one. I think that one was framed, and I was totally commentating that. The lens and right side well.
Lens, yeah, I don't think I was around for that one. Well, so far, Voodoo has not found anything.
I don't think Voodoo's gotten to any of the checks yet, is the thing.
Oh, yeah.
And in the meantime, Sam is still completing GBT here. These two checks are in logic. Again, the real thing that you could hopefully fish out of here is gold dust.
Getting it back would be a huge pain in the backside, though, if you don't end up using it this cycle.
Yes.
There's our
There's
gilded
the big
chest.
chest.
Moment of truth. What is in the well? The captain's hat.
There we go.
All right. We literally just said captain's hat to lullaby to vanilla fire. That could actually happen now. Nice sword in GBT, though. We've been kind of starved for those for the last 2 hours.
And there's nothing in logic in GBT. Like, nothing. Other than the cafe mask, we found nothing.
Oh dear.
I think Voodoo's piecing out.
Yep, chasing that captain's hat. Going straight for the grave while it's still, day 2. Alright, so yeah, chat, at this point we are still looking for go mode. We are looking for mirror shield and fire arrows. And if we find fire arrows first, oh boy. Because then we're going on a mirror shield hunt, and... yeah, that's up there among one of the worst ones. Alright, yeah, Voodoo's going straight for the song.
Voodoo's not doing War Master right here. I think that just a bit of a time loss. Or using the bow either. That's a lot of strats that save time.
Alright. This is probably Lullaby. Yep. Alright, who's up for vanilla fire arrows? Alright, well that means Egos has vanilla elegy. Ooh, here's a big chest. Hey!
Alright, well, we're just looking for Mirror Shield now.
I'm gonna laugh if Mirror Shield is here in the day 2 grave. At this time, though, I do believe we can open a bet for Mirror Shield.
Sam is still not going well. Not sure if this is just thorough play, but well, we're doing sound check, I suppose.
I mean, we're in a Mirror Shield hunt. It's when we get to this point, it just comes down to who goes left, who goes right, and which direction has the right thing. Having said that, Voodoo now does have the entirety of the well clear, or the cabin's head out of the well, up on Sam. Even though Sam has a dungeon, but at the rate things are going, you know, assuming Mirror Shield's just not chilling on Midnight Meeting or something, Voodoo might even be able to go mode GBT. Oh dear, that was a overhead slash. Yeah, this is not pleasant with Kokiri's sword. Alright, what is sound check? Aw, just a heart piece. But yeah, it looks like we're seeing Voodoo do the Rush Dungeon strat. Seeing if Mirror Shield just happens to be in Snowhead Temple. There are a fairly sizable number of checks in Snowhead Temple. This can go downhill so fast. It could be on Smithies, it can be on Darmani, it could be on Keg Trial. Well, Darmani we still need a lens, but it could be on Keg Trial, it could be on Goron Race.
There can be.
It could be on Unhinted Beavers. It ain't on Toilet Hand. Could be Secret Shrine. Could just be chilling right here. I mean, it could be chilling on Keaton Quiz. That's a gilded chest. Voodoo says, gimme. And Voodoo says, I will let you take that nice ice cube ricochet.
Another big one.
Told you Snowhead Temple is typically loaded. There's the other sword. And Voodoo also now probably thinking, where was that when I needed it 5 minutes ago?
What is this route Voodoo's doing? I have no idea.
And another big gilded chest in Snowhead Temple. This one has the mirror shield. Voodoo is in go mode at 226.25.
Yeah, so GBT is just like nothing.
Basically foolish. Now, why couldn't that be our third foolish?
Do we want midnight meeting bottle of red potion? For your fierce meeting? I'm just literally just making stupid jokes.
Alright, so at the very least, things didn't go too far downhill after Gibdo Mask. It was just, rush well, get your captain's hat for Lullaby, and get your fire arrows right next to Lullaby, and then rush Snowhead Temple to finish up. So yeah, it didn't get much more complex after that.
Unfortunately, Voodoo just wasted so much time doing the well checks that it's not looking the best.
That's true. Sam does have eggs and GBT up on... Or no, Sam reset gossips, not eggs. Voodoo reset eggs. Yeah, Sam has eggs and GBT up on Voodoo, but it's a full clear GBT. Voodoo's going to get to go mode GBT. Oh, Sam is going to Shrine.
Better not be, or I have some questions.
Or checking the grotto, question mark?
Fox noises.
Oh, it's to get bugs. Smart.
Well,
Didn't know you could get bugs there.
if this is just for the 10 Deku Nuts, I think that's reasonable.
It's not for the 10 Deku nuts.
My goodness. You... Did... Sam, what are you doing? Did he forget he had Garo? He has it marked.
Yeah, I'm very confused by this play.
Did... Like, if you get Waft for Gibdo ever in a seed and you find Garo, it means the well is required 100% of the time. And a required hint is effectively another Waft. Yeah, if Sam's committing to Shrine and not just beelining it to the well, then yeah, it's... We might... Like, Voodoo might just be...
And then it's the matter of where Sam goes after well, because if Sam goes straight for Captain's Hat, or goes for Captain's Hat, then rushes Lullaby and Fire Arrows like Voodoo did, then all is going to be well, and we're back to pretty much having a race here, but yeah, Sam is burning quite a bit of daylight here. Unfortunately, Voodoo can't seem to get the shot on Goat here. Uh-oh. Arrow's being a little bit annoying here. Goat is being incredibly cooperative, though.
Voodoo was able to back it up. Like, if you do end up messing up and Goat charges you, if you have bombs, you can just throw a bomb at him while he's charging you, and you'll knock him over.
And only a purple rupee on Goat. Fourth bottle would have been nice, but it looks like we're not getting that luxury, and Voodoo's going to have to double dip PF for eggs.
Oh, he doesn't expect Well to walk all of his last items. Even then, you have to be aware of the fact that it could just be pointing to Mirror Shield chest, in which case it is locking your fire arrow. So, it's just something you shouldn't put off.
Because, yeah, so far we found absolutely nothing in Shrine.
Yeah, we're not... Like, we might find a great fairy sword, but we're not going to find much else. Because we know where most of the other... We've seen literally everything except lens.
You were saying?
Oh. Yeah, just don't do Shrine before required well. Just...
Sam is going to get baited so hard by that.
Hopefully not. It's... I think, like, the oh my gosh.
Okay, that's not another gilded chest, so Sam is going to be out.
Oh, it's locking FD2.
FD2? What?
There's maybe making a joke here.
I know.
What? Okay.
This is probably the well play. Because, yeah, it's too early in the cycle to do letter to mama related checks anyway, so that's probably the only saving grace for JustSam right now. Chat's wondering what's fiercer than Fierce Deity. Well, in Hyrule Warriors, the Tier 2 was the Ferocious Deity Mask, and then Tier 3 was the Vengeful Deity Mask. So, that's how you can go higher. Was it Ferocious for Tier 2? I know Vengeful's Tier 3. Incoming. Okay. That Sam got really close to being grabbed there. If he'd gotten held up by those spike rollers any minute for a minute longer. Oh no, it wasn't. It was Furious Deity Mask that was Tier 2, not Fierce. Or not Ferocious. You get the idea. Somebody who knows Hyrule Warriors better than I do can vouch for me.
Walking in without the stick being lit. Just Sam's gonna get Captain's Hat. So you want to really watch it in this room if you have a stick, because there are 3 invisible Skulltulas, as you can see.
I'm sorry, that was funny.
Yeah, you can literally get comboed from them. I've definitely had that happen, and then because that does happen, I just what I tend to do is I light the first torch in the front and then shoot arrows at the others. So there's Captain's Hat for Sam. There are, yeah, all these spots right here are bows. Just
Sam can't drink the milk either because, oh dear.
Want to get grabbed by the Gibdo mask, by the Gibdos.
Alright, looks like Sam's gonna check the other well chest.
Oh, he's going for the big Poe.
Oh my.
I probably would have, honestly, in my perspective, I probably would have done right side into left side and then left after seeing captains. Like, I would have just been safe about doing left side, but yeah, the Gibdo requirements are vanilla. Voodoo just got caught again.
Oh dear. I think he's still an egg short or two. Getting hit right now would be really bad. Isn't that Wallmaster? Okay, never mind. I take it the Wallmaster timer resets when you interact with a Gibdo?
Yes.
Alright, here we go. Oh, this is gonna suck with no health.
Honestly surprised he's committing to this, given the captain's hat location.
Hard drop, hard drop, okay. I saw that Wallmaster come down. Alright, mirror shield chest, here we go. Oh no,
Wow.
It's gilded. If this is letter to cafe, I swear.
It's big, so it's not.
Okay. Okay.
That's
Nice fourth bottle.
Really silly.
That's gonna be insulting for Voodoo. That fourth bottle would have been really nice to have right about now. See, this is the kind of comedy that lets us enjoy Majora's Mask Randomizer, folks.
It wouldn't have been a time save unless if you just did it right after Egos, I guess.
Alright, so Voodoo's gonna get the last egg. And yeah, Sam's just going straight for grave.
Voodoo played the well better, given how Sam pretty much put off the well. I think Voodoo would pretty much have a lead here. I don't think Voodoo has the lead. Like, I think it's... Considering it's Snowhead versus GBT, it's gonna be a little close, but I don't think Voodoo has the lead, unfortunately.
It's also dependent on where Sam goes after picking up fire. Do they, for example, push Smithy 1? Well, it's too late for Smithy 1 now, but... So, yeah, they're probably just going to rush dungeons again, like Voodoo did. Yeah, so what...
Mirror's on the way in Snowhead Temple.
Yeah, pretty early-ish in Snowhead Temple. And Sam's actually going to get fire first here. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is Voodoo's last egg. Razor Sword does make this a little less painful.
Voodoo might need to invert for endgame time.
Yeah, because
At
it's still
some point.
2 dungeons left to clear. Still has to go get Vanilla Elegy.
Depends on how well he thinks he is at playing from here, but it's 4 p.m. on day 3. Question from chat: is Razor Sword a perma upgrade in Rando? Yes, it is.
To answer a question in our chat, there was a sword in both Snowhead and Great Bay Temples.
Sam's doing Iron Knuckle chest. Now, Voodoo just has to clear 2 more dungeons.
Yeah, at least, again, this is going to be a go mode GBT, but it looks like he's more interested in grabbing Egos and doing Stone Tower Temple first. Probably to better gauge his in-game time and pick up some supplies.
Probably just better to use Goron to grab the supplies. Just roll in, then you'll grab all the stuff.
And yeah, Sam's going straight for Snowhead Temple, so yeah, this is going to get them Mirror Shield. That's going to put them in go mode. Oh boy. And this is going to be... I think we'll know for sure what the situation is when we see runners finish their current dungeons. Because Stone Tower Temple, as complex as it is to get up to, is not a bad dungeon to go mode. Now, Egos is being really uncooperative with Voodoo.
Pretty sure Voodoo's probably gonna need to invert from here.
Massive head tilt.
Massive bait letter.
So literally everything was in Snowhead Temple.
Sure was.
Literally everything else was behind Captain's Hat. These redeads are in a really bad spot. Okay.
Really should probably go around the redeads.
Yeah, Voodoo almost got sandwiched there.
Well, they actually can't grab Goron, so it just wastes time if you get speed. They like to freeze you. I think Sam's done that twice. Where I think our runners have done that twice. Nice gold dust.
Everything behind the captain's hat.
Yeah.
Oh, this is too funny. This always happens. It's like right as we find go mode, all of the bait shows up. And now Sam's gonna get Mirror Shield. And probably breathe a massive sigh of relief.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ah, Trez seeds, folks. Trez seeds. I think we can safely call this a battle of execution now.
I think Sam still has a lead, just due to needing to, like, having GBT done already. Oh, I would honestly consider uninverting before the boss in here. So I in the meantime, as we see our runners clear out this dungeon, but there's another bracket match later today for Majora's Mask Randomizer. I believe I forget who
it is Nika versus WillX48, and that will be on ZSR 3. And that will take place in just 3 hours.
Yeah, 3 hours from now. I might be doing double duty. So, if you want to be around for some more Majora's Mask Randomizer, I'll be there to explain the logic more.
And if that's not enough, folks, tomorrow we've got Boo versus Chastifer, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I apologize if I just butchered that. That is Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, look, we've got a lot of rando. We're in bracket. We're in the first round of brackets. You don't mind if you take over just for a brief minute, Captain?
Not at all.
Yeah, I just need to go to the restroom, so I'll be right back.
No worries. Alright, so Voodoo is done with the Igor, is going to proceed to, I think this is towards Gomez. Yeah, Voodoo's got to go fight Gomez first, get the boss key. But the chest is there for later. And yeah, Sam, on the other hand, is just about done with Snowhead Temple. So yeah, it does look like Sam it's gonna have a bit of a lead here coming out, because this is gonna have Sam 3 dungeons up, and yeah, I would say, yeah, Sam's definitely got the advantage right now. The main reason Sam had that advantage is because of getting the wallet and Zora Mask much earlier. Because to bring folks that might just be getting in up to speed here, we had a required wallet for Zora Mask on Termina Scrub, and the wallet was on. Give me a second. I'm having a bit of a memory hiccup. The wallet was. Thank you, Eris. The Graveyard Grotto. So it was... Oh. Oh, wow. Threading the needle there. Sam got a nice shot. So all Sam has to do now is fight Egos and clear Stone Tower Temple, but Voodoo, on the other hand, just has to finish up Stone Tower Temple and then go mode Great Bay Temple, so... yeah, we'll see how this plays out, chat, but regardless, these runners have put on a fine show for you here today.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back. Sam had a great goat fight, literally sniped right in between the wall and the rock. Literally like a couple pixels wide.
Voodoo's still finishing ISTT. Has inverted, okay, so heads up on the invert. And Sam has to do Ego, Sembi, ISTT from here. Voodoo went through the door and took the mask off to do the jump slash. I'm pretty sure that is lower than if you're not So if you're not comfortable doing the jump slash, you can literally just use the Deku Flower to get up here if you want to hook shot to the chest.
Oh, because yeah, it's a small wooden chest, so you have to kind of improvise here.
Our improvised strat to get to hook this chest.
I think... well, it also depends on if Twin Mode cooperates. Now, having said that, Voodoo does have... both runners have FD, so bosses are really just not the issue here. It's just a matter of how cooperative Twin Mold is.
Surprise. I think Sam will be okay, but he just does need to uninvert at some point.
Oh yeah, because Stone Tower Temple's a little faster to go through than GBT.
Yes.
GBT, if you go to Final Day as you enter, you'll pretty much be on the mark, but Stone Tower Temple...
if you have if you have really good execution, you'll be a little early for GBT. But if you don't, then generally it will take 6 hours.
Well, so far, Twin Mole not being particularly cooperative.
Not sure how well Voodoo is at the quick kill for blue, because you can quick kill blue right at the start with Fierce DD. Does look like that was done.
Yeah, Twin Mold's being very uncooperative with Voodoo. I think... yeah, Sam's looking pretty good here right now.
So, Revan, it's those two things, and then missing the hook shot bot. Yeah, like
Sam also was very early to the wallet and hookshot. Not hookshot, Zora Mask.
I think overall that didn't matter as much because Sam put off the well so hard.
True.
Like if really if Voodoo had better well routing, he might be ahead.
Alright, down goes Twin Mold for Voodoo. Nice bundle of arrows.
Zamska does have an advantage. Stone Tower Temple is shorter than Great Bay Temple, regardless of execution.
All right, quick supply refill from Voodoo, and then it's his turn to do GBT. And would you excuse me for a couple of minutes while I go to the bathroom?
Sure thing. I'd say go above ladders with being able to skip war as well as like all the extra chests. Yeah, Voodoo was in Goma before Sam, but Sam had done a lot more progression. What had put Sam fairly close to Voodoo was the fact that you effectively had a way the hero for the well with your required Gibdo mask, and Sam just put that off. And Captain's had in there a lot of the remaining items, so it's just unfortunate in that regard. And I think it was kind of a bad thing to do, considering the fact that the Mirror Shield chest, if it was required, it means that it guaranteed locks your fire arrow. So, I think it was a bad play to put that off. And while I understand not wanting to do vanilla Mirror Shield chest, I think it's important to just get the information. And you have the other chest as well. And it wasn't even Mirror Shield chest that you needed to do. Well, it looks like Sam's having a bit of trouble with the recoil. Oh gosh. Alright, there we go. Sam got the recoil. Yeah, but not getting that recoil at this point is probably nerve-wracking. Considering probably thinking you could have just done the well and then you would have been in go much earlier. And it's 3 hours in. Neither of them have finished. And these two are gonna finish fairly close to each other, all things considered. Looks like Sam got double hits on Gomez. With Razor Sword, you want to do double hits with spin attacks after doing your jump slashes, because doing 3 of those will save you just one. Honestly, you just need to do 2. 2 of them will save you a cycle of just firing a light arrow at Gomez. It just gets needing to fire one of them if you do 2 spins.
Could those in-game times almost be any more synced up if one wasn't done inverted?
They're both inverted.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, Sam inverted his clock. So that's kind of silly. Gomez has 20 HP.
Oh, you know what it was? The hook shot also acts as a time stop, so that threw me off.
Yeah, the hookshot does have the time stop added to it. Yeah. Yes. Sam still has the lead going into Twin Mold now.
Yeah, this is a pretty solid lead, because Twin Mold's a pain, but it's still not going to be too bad with FD.
Yeah, it's a few minutes lead. Will probably be like a 3-minute difference at the end.
Yeah, still absolutely phenomenal for the first brackets race of the first brackets match of the tournament.
Yeah, this is honestly a pretty rough one. Just in this case, you really should just go straight to the well before doing anything. That would have been huge, but
So, to answer question chat, so Sam did a few things that worked out very much in their favor. The first was much earlier getting to hook shot, taking land title deed to All Knight's Mask to
get the hook shot.
Get hook shot. Another was heading to well. No. Sam was late to well. Voodoo got to well first and got fire and Captain's Hat, which led to Mirror Shield and Snowhead Temple, but Sam went ahead and cleared Great Bay Temple without fire arrows.
I think that was kind of a bleh play. I think doing eggs is fine, but once you're done with eggs, go and do the well immediately is what you should do in that instance. Yeah, Dab had a pretty sizable advantage, but burned it by not doing the well. Burned most of it by not doing the well. And if Voodoo had not made so many mistakes doing the well routing, he probably would be in the lead. It's just unfortunate that he's made so many mistakes with the well. Because that time difference is like, if you make mistakes in the well, it's a huge amount of time you lose.
Yeah, every time you have to hop out and back into the well, it does take like a minute. But yeah, Sam is ahead on Voodoo, but again, about a couple of minutes here. Now, granted, Gyorg is basically fish food at this point with Fierce Deity, but even still.
Oh, yeah, this is a little closer than I thought. But yeah. Yeah, they're gonna finish within 2 minutes of each other. If Geier would stop twirling around like a ballerina.
All right, boss fight time.
Voodoo did play the qual with Lens and well for the fire arrow chain. Oh gosh.
Oh, sheesh.
Yeah, that feels worse. Like, well routing is definitely something that should be like something you should understand how to do. With the fact that like if you got that, like, it's good to come in with like one bug if you have the space for it. But if not, do left side first, get a bug, like get 2 bugs, and then do the right side checks. Like you can get caught by a wall master on the left side that's right outside of the place, and it's fine, totally okay to do that.
That was a fantastic incarnation.
Yeah, they really are finishing like within like 2 minutes of each other. Despite all of this.
One fight ends, another's going to begin. And that is gonna do it.
GG. Got
JustSam takes first place with an official race time GG time of 3:10:45. Yeah, this seed was a very interesting story in general. It was just Sonata behind a ton of wonky stuff, and then literally everything falls on your lap after Captain's Hat. Literally everything.
Yeah, the Sage just wanted you to go to the well to get Captain's Hat. That's it. And then everything else is just on the way after.
Alright, in the meantime, Voodoo is just about wrapping up Incarnation, it looks like. Oh, yep, very convenient dance right into the wall.
This early to mid game before the well is like, I'd say it's tough. Though the Garrow on Labfish is a dead giveaway. Like, there's of what the Seed wanted you to do. So I really think you should really keep that in mind.
Alright, well, Wrath being slightly argumentative with Voodoo here, but it does not look like it's going to matter. That is going to do it. Voodoo has finished, and the official race time will come through in just a hot second. There it is. It is 3:12:19, so a just over 90-second difference between our two runners. And on that note, our runners have joined us here in the ZSR booth. GG's to the both of you. Fantastic race.
GG's.
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 Okay, so you both are wondering what I'm gonna ask you both about what's going on here.
Well, yeah, you're going to ask me about why I spent 10 minutes setting up the well.
Yeah, I was totally gonna ask that, Voodoo. Why were you struggling with the well routing?
I don't go in there that often to begin with, but I was like, I don't know, for some stupid reason, I was trying not to grab beans and just ended up taking longer because of that.
Yeah, remember when if you have lights, you never need beans. And
yeah,
you
so
have
I was
the wall master in the left side that you can always use to just get back to the right side without beans.
Yeah. Also, I was right next to the Captain's Hat with no stick or bug.
Yeah, the way this seed kind of wound down was also hilarious. Because Voodoo, you found Mirror Shield and then basically finished up Snowhead Temple. Guess what other bait was still in Snowhead Temple?
Oh god, what else?
Both letters.
Oh my god.
Letter of Mama was in Shrine.
Oh right, no, Letter to Mama, yeah.
Letter to Cafe and Gold Dust were also in the Snowhead Temple.
I got all the baits. I got Cafe, Mastu, and GBT.
Oh god.
Yeah, there was... This has been a typical tradition of this bespoke item placement, is that after you find Go Mode, all the bait shows up with it.
Yeah, the thing is, I was not in Go mode at all. when I did that. I should have went to well before shrine. That made no sense to go shrine first.
I do have to ask, what was your reasoning for putting off the well?
I want 5 arrows before going there.
So, let me just say, if the big thing about that is you, like with the other 2 checks, whatever.
Yeah.
But if it is for mirror shield chests, then that means that fire arrows have to be locked behind mirror shield chests.
Yeah.
So that's something to keep in mind. I think, given the circumstances, yeah, fire arrows were just locked behind it. Yeah.
I do have to say, Captain's Hat and Lullaby being right next to each other was absolutely hilarious. It's like, oh, fire arrows could be in all these lousy spots. Oh, no, never mind. It's right next to Lullaby.
Yep, right there. It's really silly.
Something else, Sam, that gave you a bit of a leg up is you were much earlier to hookshot,
Yeah, that was the other thing.
Okay.
which I'm going to say that was definitely one of the dumbest hookshots I've ever seen.
Yeah, that seat sucked. I personally ate the well so much. I ate that place. When I saw the Gibdo was required and I got the Garo mask after, I was like, oh well. Sucks.
Oh, well, literally.
It means well all the time if that happens. That's just how it is.
Shoutouts also to the Iconic Castle Foolish, except for the song hint.
Oh yeah, I found it so late.
Where was that?
It was in
Upper
Upper
Icona.
Icona.
Was an upper Icona.
Okay.
I think the other one's probably in springtime, given the fact that
Or Swamp Spider House.
yeah.
So I was trying to remember. I forgot to write it down. Where was the land title deed?
In sewers.
Okay. Yeah, so sewers to land title deed, turn in to all night mask to hookshot. Ugh.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was a pretty ugly chain. Actually, I do want to point out just a testament to how tight this was. You were both pretty much synced up when you were making your first dive into PF.
Oh, damn.
Pretty hard
Oh,
PF
wow.
bottleneck right there.
Yeah, and you were both very cautious with making sure you didn't orphan checks like back in Swamp, minigames, and the like. So that's one of the main reasons you two are really tight. And then, again, the split was when Sam just came across hookshot much earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Although, it did get a little dicey the longer Sam put off well, because again, this was an almost 90-second difference between the two of you, so it was insanely
Yes.
close.
Yes, that it got really close because some of the those mistakes that both of you did, it put you just really neck and neck near the end. So I think just probably, and if there is another well seed that you have to do, either of you, then just keep. Probably just take a look at routing and just doing the well early if that is the case, but it's not super likely, you know.
Yeah, I think we were having this discussion with Chad earlier. I think there was only one seed in the qualifier that was well required at most. So yeah, it hasn't shown up a lot, but as today has shown, when it shows up hard.
Yeah, from the moment I found Mirror Shield to when Sam finished, I was just shaking the whole time. I was just waiting for him to finish. I was like, "There's no way."
I would have done the exact same thing if I were either of you and I found Mirror Shield in that scenario.
Yeah,
Especially considering how late Fire and Lullaby were.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
you went straight well and got Captain's Hat, you were pretty much on the path of just finishing after Hookshot.
Yeah, of all the things we didn't end up finding, Lens was we were kind of wondering, it's like, oh, it's going to be Darmani for hot spring water, or, well, the well kind of made that not an issue, but even still. But,
And
yep.
another thing to keep in mind about the well is that it can be washed for hot spring water. It wasn't in the seed, but just keep that in mind. So, me seeing people on day... both of you were on day 2 in the well, correct? Yeah,
I think so, yeah.
That was
I think so,
a little spooky.
Yeah, I think it was day 2.
Yeah, like... Smithy 1 could have been what it was pointing to, so...
Alright.
That's the other thing. I do have one more thing. Early on, both of you had a little bit of trouble getting bank 1, and that was where the bow was. Was it just hard to route the rupees in this case, or...?
I was spending my money every time.
Yeah, same. I kept spending it all.
Yeah,
I think it's like good to just try to get it quickly. I think in your instance, Sam, you had pretty much all the money to do it. It just did minigames first, and that kind of hurt. Because I've definitely had my fair share of that happening too. Especially with shops, it can be a little bit of an annoyance to try to get the rupees for bank 1. And I think it's just important to remember that.
We did have to do kind of a bit of a double take at first. When we saw the bomb shop, I was like, wait, is that a vanilla bomb bag? But no, it was just a red potion refill. At which point, before that, we thought, oh, Tingle's got a 50. How convenient. But not the case today. But yeah, this was a bit of an early game rupee spending seed, because you spent money for Couple's Mask, had to buy Zor Mask eventually too. So yeah, a lot of spending today. So going forward here, Sam, you will go on to face the winner of Spec versus Pixel Shake, of which that match has not yet been scheduled.
Mm-hmm.
And Voodoo, you will face the loser of that race. So good luck to both of you in your future rounds of this tournament.
Thank you.
Thank you.
But after that, I think that's all my pieces for today.
I've said all I probably should. All I wanted to say, pretty much. Like, just stuff to keep in mind. That's all.
Yeah.
I know. Rupee routing is tough with the shot. So.
Sounds like we're ready to head out here.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Cool. So yeah, shoutouts to everyone involved today. Our 2 runners, of course, Voodoo and JustSam. Shoutouts to the 2 commentators as well, Fox and Captain MD. And of course, shout out to our 2 amazing trackers, Brigo Bash and Eris. And also shoutouts to Trez for this abysmal seed.
Yep.
On the CSR front, we've got a whole bunch of stuff going on today, but if you're looking for some more MMR, you really only have to wait about 2.5 hours. As there will be another race tonight, at least for me, Retronica versus Willex. So make sure you all stick around for that.
I just signed up to do double duty, so I'm doing that today.
But we're going to go ahead and send you guys over to ZSR 2, I guess. They're kind of both at the same point. But we will see you all next time.